Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609, and I'm out on an essential trip. I'm going to Ruidoso to get me some groceries and a couple other things, and that's about an 18-mile trip, but we're not going to run this video the whole way. But what I want to show you are the snow-capped mountains surrounding Ruidoso, New Mexico. That's where Ski Apache is, a ski resort. And it is a beautiful day here in Capitan, I guarantee you. The temperature right now is about 60 degrees, and it's 9:41 Mountain Standard Time, and we're good to go. Let me clean the windshield a little bit. Probably make it worse, huh? Probably make it worse. Maybe not, but anyway. When we turn a little bit more to the left here, you're going to see the mountains. They're beautiful. Oh, you're going to love it. You are going to love it. Well, unfortunately, they're off in the distance, and you can't really. I can't zoom because it would show the shaking too much, because it just magnifies any shaking in the video. But maybe you can see them off in the distance now. But we'll get closer. We'll get closer. But anyway, so far everything's going okay in Capitan, New Mexico, my home base in Capitan, my city lot that I purchased a couple of years ago, and about a little over a year ago. And yeah, the water will get hooked up in the next few days, and I'll have water, electric, sewer, and trash. Hello, America. Yeah, the mountains look beautiful. It's a beautiful blue sky. I mean, but it's like this most of the time. They get nearly as many sunny days like this as Phoenix, Arizona. And a lot more than we get in Kingsland, Texas. And a lot of people say, why don't you just live in Capitan? Don't think I haven't thought about it. But it's cold here in the winter. It's cold starting November, December, January, February, and March. 5 months of pretty cool weather. Yeah, they don't get a lot of snow. They get some. The roads are never, quote, impassable. They tell me that the road crews do an excellent job keeping the roads open in the wintertime. But I don't plan to do that. So what else? Took my walk this morning. Nice small town living, guys. Just walked around, no cars, no traffic, no barking. Well, a few barking dogs, but no dogs are loose. They really enforce that ordinance on owners taking care of their dogs and keeping them in a fence or having them under control. Excellent. So the walking is good. Triking, going around on my electric trike. Perfectamundo, guys. Perfectamundo. I love it. Yeah, so I've got to get some bananas, as you saw my last banana today. But something else I want to mention for those of you that may be doing some plumbing work, I do recommend that PEX, P-E-X, over PVC. Why? It's flexible, it's easier for the plumbers to use, and if you're the plumber, it's easier for you to use. So yeah, check it out. It costs a little bit more, but it's the same thing they use in the new RVs or newer RVs. They started it several years ago, and it's not going to crack if it gets frozen. You know, PVC will crack or explode actually if it gets frozen. I'm going to pull over somewhere and let this guy behind me get by. He's kind of in a hurry. He looks like he's an electrical person or something. Whatever he is, he was right on my bumper. So, well, you know, you live out here, and here comes a guy from Texas driving 40. Here comes another. I guess I'll be pulling over all day long. I shouldn't have started that. But anyway, you can see the beautiful mountains there. Beautiful area, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, I had some people come by for beer 30 yesterday. Enjoyed the conversation. Yeah, it makes it kind of nice to have some people hanging around and talking. We maintained our, quote, social distancing and no handshakes and all that stuff, but that's, and I understand why they're doing that. I do, but they're trying to stop the spread, we could have done the same thing on any virus that we've been exposed to. We just didn't because of social media and a lot of other things. We chose to do it this time, and they're really doing it. So I'm hoping this guy passes now. Is he going to come? He will, or I'll stop in the highway. But yeah, beautiful day, guys. Just heading to Ruidoso this afternoon. I may do another. I don't know if I'll post another video after this driving video or not. Might. I've got to go by and see Levi at the bed and breakfast this afternoon. Told him I'd run by there And then I may, like I said in comment call, I may run out and check on that scamp the guy's living in, see what we got there. Yeah, interesting conversation yesterday. What was good, whenever you travel and you get around people with different viewpoints, it broadens your perspective. It broadens your horizons. You're not so narrow-minded anymore. And that's what a lot of people have missed in their life, is they've kind of lived in the same area and they just have one mindset. But yesterday we had a couple at Beer 30, there was a couple from Pennsylvania, and then they had a guy from Wisconsin. That's his home base or whatever. Now he lived on a sailboat for 20 years, and yeah, he's got a lot of good stories. All of them had good stories, interesting stuff, and that just broadens your horizons, guys. You begin to understand that people are different all over the world. And in fact, a guy from Pennsylvania Adrian was talking about when he was a kid, they used to play stick ball in the street, and he stole his mother's broom handle and went out and they played stick ball, because he lived in the city, big city. So yeah, that's me. I lived in the country, and the guy from Wisconsin has been all over. He traveled. He's done a lot of different things. Still here and still enjoying his life, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, we'll cruise along here and let y'all see the countryside, because the sun's in a good position. We're not going right into it, which makes it very nice. Yeah, I went by the post office today. It's really like, Pony Express out in Capitan to get mail, because if you want to get an Amazon package shipped, they will not ship to a P.O. box. However, in Capitan, you get a free P.O. box because you don't have, they don't deliver mail to the home addresses in the city. So you get a free P.O. box. So I've got the P.O. box 1001, Capitan, New Mexico 88316, and then I have my physical street address. So, but sometimes, whenever you order something from Amazon, the last leg of that journey is done by the U.S. Postal Service, and you can't tell which. It doesn't show anywhere in the ordering process exactly how it's going to be delivered. So you have to put, like for me, I put in my street address and then I put pound 1001, and the reason I do that is I was told by the postmaster this morning that if they get it delivered there and they see that pound 001, they'll know that my P.O. box is 1001, and they'll accept the package, and I can come by and pick it up. So you see how that works? So it's a little bit confusing, and then getting that address accepted by Amazon, when you do the edit on the addresses, it'll keep kicking it out until you figure out a way to stick it in there. But anyway, I'm just rambling on because it's a pretty day, and we're cruising. Essential cruising, I want to qualify that. Yeah, I've been, but for me to be, what do they call it? Not locked down or holding in place or whatever it is. Can't remember the term. Don't care to. But what do they call it? Staying in place or something. That's the way I live. I mean, I'd have to change my lifestyle to violate that program. That's all I do is go to the grocery store every now and then back in Kingsland. I would take some drives just to do a video or whatever. But here, I'll just do them when I go get groceries or go get gas or whatever I'm going to do, and all that's essential. So, but I understand why they're doing this. I mean, they're trying to, keep the epidemic or pandemic to a minimum. But let's go on and enjoy our life. Yeah, you can always tell when you're going to Ruidoso from Capitan, even though the elevation is approximately the same, you do go up about 500 or 600 feet to get to Ruidoso, and yeah, sometimes your ears will pop a little bit. You'll swallow some. Like me, I'm drinking my green tea, and I've got my dark chocolate almonds, and I'm not eating them while I'm doing the video. I got critiqued on that, but it is a beautiful drive through the forest here. I'm not sure what forest this is. I want to say Lincoln National Forest, but I don't know. It could be anything. Beautiful drive. I love this area, man. I do. I mean, this is a great 6-month respite from Central Texas, USA. Would I leave Kingsland, that home base? I'd hate to, because I really polished that diamond good. And then, it's getting a little long in the tooth to be, or getting a little older now, and may not be the best time to be changing. But I'd consider it. I don't think I haven't been. I never stopped looking. I never stopped looking. I thought about that little place where they've got the tiny homes. Can't remember the name of that town, but it's about 70 miles south of Lubbock, Texas, in the plains of Texas. And yeah, it's a nice area, and they do allow tiny homes and all that stuff. The land's really cheap, and but there's always a but it's in the high plains. You get dust storms out there. You get mud storms, because sometimes it'll rain, when there's a dust storm, and it's all of a sudden it changes to mud. And so yeah, we're just I don't know. And also, that's kind of right on the fringe, or right, yeah, I'd say it's in Tornado Alley in Texas, because you get around, Wichita Falls, Vernon, the Red River area, and in there, that's the tornado zone. And a lot of those people have what do you call it, shelters underground, storm shelters or whatever. Yeah, and I don't really want to live. I don't like, we get tornadoes around in Kingsland area, but rarely. It's rarely, you know what I mean? But in that area of Texas, around there in the Tornado Alley, they get them every year. I mean, it's like hurricane season. Yeah, we'll pull up here and stop in a minute, and I'll end the video. I think there's a pull out here where you've got a kind of a view of the city, or not the city, but the mountains. But we're climbing now. My little old ears are just popping. Yeah, if you're ever flying or driving in elevation, yeah, there's that pull out. There it is right there. You can't see the mountains though. Yeah, if you're ever flying or traveling in elevations, drink plenty of water. It helps. But I got 20 ounces of tea and 34 ounces of water. That ought to be good, huh? What else can I tell you? Man, I'm glad it all worked out, because right now I've got everything but the water, and that's okay. I got a almost full tank of fresh water in the RV, so we're good for 4 or 5 days. And by that time, I hope they have that replaced. It's just a matter of he's got to wait on a group called Locates. It's people that come out and locate underground cables and pipes and all kind of stuff. And you have to get that done before you do any digging in the city. So he has to get them to sign off on that. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna find a place to pull over and end this video soon. Speed limit's 40. I'm going 40. Well, you'll be able to see it here in a minute. Okay, now it's mine. I'm going 41, 40. Do I hear 39? There it is. Otero Electric's up here on the right, my electric company. I was really lucky to get that done, because if I'd have been a month later, they wouldn't have done it. Or 2 weeks. My timing was just under the closing down. Show is pretty, guys. Show is pretty. Purty. And when I come back from Ruidoso, what I'll do is just take the long way around and by Fort Stanton, and go by and do a video of that guy that has the scamp. In fact, I'm going to pull out here and end the video over here on this side, because there's not much traffic on this highway. I'll get off this busy road and end the video. I'll find me a pull off here somewhere, and naturally right into the sun, but that's okay. Yeah, I can spin around here pretty quick and pretty easy. But anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you 1 penny, and it helps. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. Help avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe in deep, breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure, and boy, you probably need that a lot now. And then what else? Stretch, walk, exercise your body once or twice a day. You won't regret that. That relieves frustration, I tell you. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. And believe me, we are in a negative world right now. So you're going to have to work at it pretty hard. But having said that, guys, we'll do more videos. Don't worry, we'll keep them going all the way the whole time I'm out here. So enjoy your life one day at a time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.